The new Gorilla Tag ranked mode sucks, at least for now, and this is why. Reason number one is that there are unfair lobbies. This will change later on as they progress. That's why I said for now. But for the current state of ranked, since it's newer, everyone, including the good players, are all at the beginning. So the good players and the bad players are in the same lobbies. And so if you're like me and you just play casually and you're not a professional grinder and you have something called a life, you will not be playing really well and you'll probably stay at the lower ranks for a long time. Now, of course, this will sort itself out after, I don't even know, like, probably less than a week. So that's why it's not as big of an issue as the other ones are, but it's still an issue. Moving on to the next segment.
Everybody was kung fu fighting, fast as lightning.
Reason number two is difficulty. Now, before you guys go in the comments saying, oh, skill issue, oh, you're just bad at the game. I know, but it's not just me. It's going to be really difficult for the casual players to also progress if only the professional people or just skilled people who are at the very top of the leaderboard every single round get up. Because chances are, I'm not 100% sure, I don't have the exact math down, but for every bad ranking, it probably counts as 2 good rankings. Chances are you're going to be doing worse more often than you're going to be doing good. So then you're just going to constantly keep going down and only go up a little bit. This also tunes in. This is how far I got after about an hour of playing. So I think what they should do is they should make it more like Fortnite's ranking system, where the lower ranks are easier to progress through and the higher ranks are harder to get through. So that would make it simpler for not only the casual players, but also keep it challenging for the professional or skilled players who are also trying to do it.
Spooky, scary skeletons send shivers down your spine.
Reason number 3 is modders. Okay, I know there are modders in every game that has a ranking system, and I also know that there were modders in Gorilla Tag before ranked, but they're going to become even more of an issue because they're going to ruin lobbies and make it difficult to rank up. And as hard as Gorilla Tag is going to try, there's always going to be more moderators, okay? Unless they start IP banning every single person or hardware banning every single person, which basically means that IP ban means if there are any accounts made from your location, they will instantly be banned. And hardware ban means that if there's anything made from your PC at all, then they'll instantly be banned. But which that would not work because chances are anti-cheat catches you one time and you're not even modding, then you're immediately banned? No, that won't work because then look at a bunch of backlash. So no matter how hard they try, there's always going to be modders, and I know this. But still, modders are going to be a huge issue for the ranked mode.
Chicken banana, chicken banana, 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 chicken banana, chicken banana.
Reason number 4 is toxicity. Alright, hear me out here. Gorilla Tag in infection lobbies, which are not competitive, or at least they shouldn't be that competitive, are already really toxic because people get mad that they got tagged and that they have to wait a whole other round to play. This will get even worse whenever it's ranked, as we've seen in other games that have ranked game modes. Once there's stuff on the line, people will get really angry, and chances are they're going to start cussing people out and becoming really mean and toxic. I don't know how we could fix this, as this is just a part of the community, but still, watch out and know that people are not genuinely mad at you, they're mad at the game. The 5th and final reason why Gorilla Tag ranked sucks, at least for now, is for campers and trollers. Okay, there are people who have been notoriously known in Gorilla Tag for camping, such as tree campers and bush campers whenever it's seasonal. Okay, they are going to become more of an issue. I'm not 100% sure if there's an anti-camping thing in Gorilla Tag. I was hearing something about that. If there is, that's great. But another thing is going to be trollers, who are going to go into lobbies and just ruin the experience for a bunch of other people. And if you encounter somebody trolling or being a horrible part of the community, please report them for toxicity and just call it a day. Don't sit there and argue with them. Just know what's going on, understand that it's wrong, and move on. Anyone who's seeing this and you've experienced toxicity in Gorilla Tag, it doesn't matter what another person thinks, okay? It is someone sitting behind a screen who is probably morbidly obese, trying to act funny or gain power by cursing you out or calling you something that you really don't like. Do not listen to them. You are great, you are loved, and you are respected. You need to look for the nice people in the community and not let one bad person ruin your whole day. Have a great one. In conclusion, there are a lot of issues with ranked, but most of them can be fixed. I think Gorilla Tag was really smart for adding it because a lot of people wanted it, and honestly, I think it's a great opportunity to add more fun to the game, as Gorilla Tag was starting to fail. Anyways, thank you so much for watching the video. I really appreciate it. I hope you stay to watch another. Have a great day.
We pop out at 1 in the morning. You really want to know this kind of life, never boring. She bought Dior with her man from the store, but she bring it to my table when the drinks start pouring. She asked him to come with the crew. And the accent had come with the view. That's true. She dancing. Unruly. Reaction. I love it.